Award. BGC, of course, Boys Girls Club. BGC-Sonoma-Marin.org. And I know that you are really focused.
Yes, bitches not to drive properly. Fucking turned way too fast and not keeping our freaking distance. Like, damn, dude. Okay. Yeah.
As very significant contributors to the building, and that helped us get started. And we've raised $15 million of the $17 million that is needed, and the building's almost finished. So I would say we're on the home stretch, and we're most excited to get kids in and watch their passions ignite in the building. So what else needs to happen before the big opening on June 5th? That is a great question. So we are right now putting the final touches on the building, getting all of the final I's dotted and T's crossed, and then we're ordering supplies. And then the biggest thing is we need more community members to join us by contributing dollars that they have in support of kids, and that will help us put the final pennies in the bank account so that we can make sure that the building is operational and paid for and ready for kids. That's great. Well, that'll be very exciting to have the big opening on June 5th. Any big celebration or getting the big scissors out to open up. That's exactly right. You're gonna do that? Yeah. I love it. Yeah, we are on June 5th. That is the first day of summer camp for all of our campers. So we're going to serve 800 young people in Roseland at summer camp, and 250 of them in the new Boys and Girls Club building there. Cool. And we're going to welcome the community to kind of cut that ribbon and celebrate with us on June 22nd. So we'll have information available, but we want to do an open house for community leaders and members to come and see the work that we're doing, and we will invite them to join us at that time to support kids all summer long and into the school year. I love it. Very cool. Tell us a little bit about how the pandemic impacts
to help kids here in our community?
You know, we saw so many young people really struggling at the start of the pandemic, and you know, our entire community went into shelter in place in mid-March, and within 4 weeks we actually reopened Boys and Girls Clubs because we learned very quickly that key people in our community were still working, and that they still needed high-quality childcare and place for their kids to be safe. And so our team, with very little information about the COVID-19 virus, got back to work. We were not home very long. We opened as many places as we could to serve kids. And then as our community continued to struggle with the pandemic and schools remained closed the next school year, we opened distance learning centers all across the county. And the reason we did that is because so many of our families, parents had to work and kids needed support, logging on to multiple Zoom calls a day and figuring out how to navigate their computers and online learning. And that was for families who had every resource available to them in terms of computers and technology. And then, as we know, so many of the young people that we serve didn't have access to high quality internet, and so we knew we needed to be there for them. And so we partnered with our schools and communities to keep clubs open so that kids could have the support that they needed. And I'll tell you, our team was just incredibly impressive. They became teachers and technology specialists and the IT help desk all in one, all while they were doing really fun things for kids, because I'm sure you had this experience, as we all did, but managing all those Zoom calls was real tricky. And so imagine a six-year-old who barely can read trying to navigate what time they have to be in this Zoom or that Zoom. It really required a lot of support.
And then also, I mean, I was even just talking with my producer this morning about access to, you know, the internet and how important that is for our day-to-day lives now, and that, you know, children and families who can't afford it. I mean, how do you help those families?
Oh my gosh, I really appreciate that question. You know, it's interesting because statistically, there's quite a lot of data that shows most homes now have the internet in some form. And I think that's incredible progress we've made. What's interesting about that is I don't feel like that data captures the full story of what a connection looks like for a student today. So if you can imagine a family that has two students in elementary school, they have you know, internet that's available to them, but let's say they live in a duplex or a triplex, and I now have two students that need to access the internet. There might be one wireless router for my whole housing building, and the quality might not be very good. And so now I need to log into a learning website that my school has asked me to do, but it requires a lot of bandwidth that isn't available because there are a lot of people. And if we only have one computer, and I have two young people that need to complete their homework, and my internet is pretty spotty, it's really complicated, and families, students might give up. And so at the club, we work hard to make sure that the internet is fast and there's enough of it for everybody, and that every student has the device that they need to complete their schoolwork. And it's a really important piece of data to say, yes, kids have devices, but can they use them well when they're at home? Not just can they physically get on the internet. The answer might be yes, but it just might not be good enough for them to do high quality learning.
Right, yeah, so important. All right, well, have you been able to recover? I know that some of your clubs had to close during the pandemic. Have you made it back to full capacity?
We are working on it. So most of our locations have opened. Where we continue to need support is hiring caring adults who want to work with kids. So most of our clubs are open, and what we are now doing is adding back all the young people that were attending pre-pandemic. And for every one adult that we hire that works with us, we can enroll 20 more young people. And so the faster we can hire folks, the faster we can get more and more young people back to the club every day and during the summer.
What would you say to someone, an adult who says, well, I don't really know what I can do, what kind of skills I have to help out? What would you say to that person?
Yeah, I would say that if you have a desire to be available for young people in need, you have the qualifications, and we can train you on the rest. There are a lot of jobs in our community that folks can do to earn a living. And this job, working with kids every day, it's more than that. It's about investing in the lives of our future leaders and seeing the ways that our community is better when our kids are better. And when we show up for kids every single day, you will, yes, collect a paycheck, and also I would wager to say that your life will be changed in a pretty exceptional way. So if folks are interested and available, they should check out the positions we have available online and trust that we can give you the tools and the programs that you need to best impact kids.
Love it. I know that you're working on the facility here in Roseland that will be opening very soon. What about other areas? Are you doing a remodel up in Healdsburg?
Yes, we're very excited. Once we put the final touches and the paint dries in Roseland, we are excited to turn our attention to a very well-loved club building in Healdsburg. So, in fact, the Healdsburg Boys and Girls Club is the oldest Boys and Girls Club north of the Golden Gate Bridge to the border of our country. And so we've been serving kids there for over 75 years, and the building looks like it. It's time. It was well loved by many generations of kids, and so we're excited to turn our attention to the young people in need in Healdsburg and make sure that there's a thriving club for all kids in Healdsburg too.
That's great. And do you ever have children who have been the kids in the program, Boys and Girls Club, that come back and want to mentor kids as their adults?
So many of them, yes. And I'll tell you a quick story. We have a young man on our team in Roseland. He works with our 5th and 6th graders every day after school, and he started coming to the Boys and Girls Club when he was in elementary school in Roseland, and we've learned a little bit more about his story. His name is Andreas, and it's incredible because he came from a very loving family with supportive parents who both worked very hard and weren't home when school got out. So he walked over a mile home every single day and waited for his parents, and then one day Boys and Girls Club staff member invited him to join, and that changed the trajectory of his life because now he wants to work with young people, and he is in school as a young man, graduated high school a few years ago, and continuing his educational journey, but working with us part-time to help young people like the club helped him, and we love when that happens.
Wow, that's really touching. I've been talking with Michelle here. She is the Executive Vice President for Boys and Girls Clubs of Sonoma Marin. You can find out more information at bgcsonoma-marin.org. They're always looking for people who can help out, and your commitment can really fit with your schedule. It does not have to be like a Monday through Friday thing. If you can help out once a week, if you can help out once a quarter, that would be great. And of course, also donations. It's very, very important to make sure that all the programs of Boys and Girls Clubs of Sonoma Marin continue and can expand to meet the needs of our community. The big opening for the Roseland Club, very exciting, coming up on June 5th. Again, you can learn more details at bgcsonoma-marin.org. Michelle, so nice to talk with you.
Yes, likewise. Thanks for having us and giving us the opportunity to talk about kids in Sonoma County.
This is Sonoma County Focus. Cafe Rose at Santa Rosa Junior College's Berto Culinary Arts Center is finally open again after being closed since spring 2020. To celebrate the reopening, we talked with Chair of the Culinary Arts Department at SRJC, Betsy Fisher. Thanks for talking with us this morning, Betsy.
Oh, sure, Michelle. Thanks for your interest.
So you reopened this month. What has it been like to prep your students to serve the public again?
Oh, great. It's been great to be back and to feel fully back, knock on wood. And yes, students are very excited. This is one of our capstone classes, meaning it's the end of the journey for most of our students who have been taking courses in everything from restaurant management to baking and pastry and all of our cooking classes. So this is one of the last classes they take. So some of them have been for almost 3 years to finish.
Betsy, I'm kind of a big deal in my house. I'm the cook for all 5 of us. I kind of feel like I got the skills. But, you know, I'm sure you have to teach so many different things when people come into your program about the details of cooking.
Well, you said it, Larry. Our motto is the devil is in the detail. Details mean everything, whether it's in the front of the house or the back of the house. Good teachers don't just stand up in front of a class or in a kitchen and tell a student everything they know. That's not teaching. What we do is we coach and we mentor. We look at each student as an individual, and We try to be where they are so that we can help them level up their skills in a way that is most conducive to their success. So certainly a lot of it is about the hard skills, like, learning how to chop an onion, learning how to saute, learning how to pour wine at the table. But, a lot of it is also a lot of soft skills and helping students understand the importance of teamwork and compassion and empathy and all of that. And I have to say, we have a lot of fun doing just all of that.
So what is it like to dine at Cafe Rose?
Well, we consider ourselves a contemporary fine dine restaurant that's open only for lunch, only 6 weeks of the year, Thursdays to Fridays. We have 3 more weeks left, so Thursday and Friday for the next 3 weeks from May 4th through Friday, May 19th. We have a great menu that changes a little bit, but pretty much stays the same. Chef Joni Davis is our current chef instructor for the restaurant. We're about almost 100% organic in our produce and have been for years. We buy locally and seasonally. Spend between $22 and $28 per person for lunch. Lots of different offerings. We also serve our award-winning Schoen Farm of Russian River Valley Pinot Noir, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc. So it's a really nice lunch. It's not formal by any means, but it is set up so that students in the front of the house learn all the applicable front-house skills, all the full-service type skills.
Beth, you got some great stories coming through your program. I was reading about Jody Barrett, who was a flight attendant for almost 40 years and came back in 58 to start a new career. You're meeting some and teaching some great students.
We are so proud of the diversity in every way of our program. Jody's a great example of a second career. We've had folks in their second and third careers who are in the basic knife skills class standing right next to a young man who's 17 and just finishing high school, and everybody in between. We've had retired surgeons, we've had retired real estate agents, and then again we have, many of our students are working in the industry. They're in their 20s and 30s, they're honing their skills, and of course, some of them are just looking for something new to do in their life, and many of them have always felt they've had a passion for hospitality or for cooking, so they come to us. We guide them down whatever pathway we think will work for them.
What kind of success rate do your students have once they leave your program and venture out to try to apply their skills in the workplace?
Well, it's very, very hard to track that. I've always said that any school that tells you an exact percentage of students who are working, that's extremely difficult to track. But we have a very vibrant career center. We work with over 300 employers who are constantly calling us, looking for our students and grads. And, it's a real, our student body is very diverse. Some of them are not interested in working at all while they're in school because there is school so they can be at school. Others of them have to work. Sonoma County is pretty expensive to live here. So most of our students are working part-time jobs in the industry. Some of them are here just because, again, they want to have fun and learn to maybe cook as well as Larry does at home with his family. So it's a real mixed bag. I have to say that anyone that comes to work, we are able to definitely get them to a place that they'd like to be.
Well, before we let you go, we know that we've only got a few weeks here to dine at Cafe Rose at SRJC. You do have to make reservations. What's that process like?
Yeah, we highly recommend them simply because we sell out because we're only open a few weeks a year. So folks can call our reservation line anytime. The message is very clear about how to make reservations for one of the Thursday and Fridays that are remaining in the month of May. Our number is 707-522-2796. That's 707-522-2796. We return all calls to confirm the reservation or to suggest an alternate date.
That's great. Well, we're so excited. I know there's so many people who are just thrilled that Cafe Rose has reopened. Thanks for chatting with us.
You're welcome. Thanks, Michelle.
That is Betsy Fisher. She is chair of Culinary Arts Department at Santa Rosa Junior College.
You're listening to KSRO, the station you can depend on for traffic reports all morning long. We're your